Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Death of the Outsider. I think it's trying to signal. Listen, it's trying to tell us something. I think it wants out. Well, sorry little guy, I tried. Hey, that looks like a valuable painting.
What does Shan Yun want from the Void? He's got everything already.
I mean, I feel like I actually have a pretty good handle on that, because I wrote that thing that he wrote. Or I read that thing that he wrote, rather. Well... now I'm at a little bit of a loss, but let's spend some time looking around here.
Friends in high places.
First of all, I haven't thoroughly robbed this guy yet, and I know we have important things to do, but also, I'm a klepto, so... look at that, and you guys wanted me to just focus on the plot. It's a decent bathtub, I guess. Boy, it is dark as hell in his bathroom. How does he see anything in here? Alright. Well, I'm fairly confident that the blade is not here. Unless it's in his safe. His safe, which I can't open. I have a couple of audiographs,
Never
but...
seen a safe like that before.
this isn't gonna work. Right? It wasn't among the oxrush blooms, was it?
Not this one.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna turn this off, though. Just stop it. Just stop it. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't like, he doesn't like Among the Oxrush Blooms as a key because it's not secure and unique enough. So I need to find another audiograph somewhere in this place. Ah, like perhaps in his private collection. An audiograph from the first pressing of Release Thy Golden Locks, Gloriana. Okay. Well, we're going to have to get down into his private collection then, which we know to be on the floor below us. So, we know that it's on the... I made a note of that map, right? Yes, in fact, I have a whole map section. So if I am in his sleeping quarters, or at least was in his sleeping quarters, I'm right here right now. We need to go down the stairs and turn right coming out of them. Yeah, easy enough, I suppose. So over here we're above them. I was kind of hoping that there might be a way down, like a little grate that I could foresight my way through or something. And I'm sure that bone charm message is referring to something that's in the private collection. Well, let's try it out. Let's see. Yeah, it's through the floor. There's also some potatoes down there, which my crazy psychic body is very adept at picking up for some reason. Okay. So I know that there's two guards walking around in this main area.
Once was a man from Old Lampro.
Do I...
We as a men out. She could be reading right now.
do I need to just take them out, maybe?
Ever so slightly. Right now. You to be large as a narwhal.
Man, is this like an old-timey thing, or is this just a weird Dishonored thing that people walk around reciting poems and stuff to themselves all the time? Because I'll tell you what, I never do that. I'm never just walking around and like, hey, what's a cool limerick I could say out loud? Alright, let me think here. We could... Oh, we could take the guise of one of the guards from upstairs, right? I knocked out a bunch of people and dumped them in a room. We could take the guys of one of the people from upstairs, use that to follow these guys down. I could also hook mine, or actually that dude is just He's just in a place where I can go and grab him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, go down. Alright, if I make it through the doorway, I think I'm in the clear. Alright. Okay, this is not exactly maximum stealth style, but listen. I need to get into that room, and I kind of need time to examine the security system, which apparently is quite fancy. Oh, I could be much safer right now.
Sure reeks. Gotta get a spare uniform.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. The smooth thing to do would be to just, like, pickpocket him and leave him on patrol. And it's also safer, because guards will notice when other guards are not in their patrol positions. Oh, lordy. I thought I could lean him up against that. Well, we can put him in the corner. I gotta pick you up and move you as well. No, I'm just trying to put my guard down. Yeah, they're kind of visible. Well, whatever. It's just gonna have to do. I can't do any better. Okay. Now we know there's like an electrified floor and stuff. So that's gonna be a problem probably. But I believe that all of the guards on this level are knocked out now. I can hear people sweeping, but I think that's coming from the floor below us. Oh, that's a guy right there, right there.
I do think the officers should get extra rations. We work harder and we come from better
Yeah, you should get better rations because you come from better families. At least he's willing to admit his actual motivation.
Let me guess. That's her again. How come she's still alive? I need to fix that.
You know, I stood up and walked for like 2 steps. Apparently that's all it takes for them to hear. Don't throw stuff at me. I thought that was a pretty good parry. The game disagrees, apparently. Okay. New plan.
I'll tear you to pieces. You won't get away.
Alright, I don't think they'll know where I am here. Oh, no, he definitely sees me. Okay, this seems like a fine time. Alright, well, it wasn't plan A, I'll say that. And probably these things are relatively rare. But, it worked, didn't it? Am I just gonna knock out everybody in his house? There's a guard down here, right? A woman in, an officer's uniform, I think? Did we get her? I can't remember. I had so much fun running around and reloading over and over again that I've sort of forgotten what I did and what I didn't do. Okay, so does this room doesn't have the electric floor. No, that's the room where his servants are dealing with his instruments. Well, I mean, this seems like a simple enough solution. Okay. No fuel, no electric floor. Who was that who saw something briefly? Well, it seems like it's somebody who had the good sense to maybe ignore it. Okay. Yeah, wow. So where's that audiograph recording? This is a fancy microphone. This is a bow, I think, for playing like a violin. Here we go. Unfortunately, there is a person conscious in the next room. Maybe 2 people? When we break the glass, they'll probably hear it. You know, they look pretty busy to me.
This is a new one. The punch cards are already selling fast.
Okay, yeah. Seems like nobody noticed. Let's go Magic Eyes real fast. There's a bone charm in here, right? Somewhere? It's actually on the other side of the wall. It's in that little room over there. Yep, I just walked right past it. Unnerving target. Enemies sometimes drop grenades and throw debris at their feet. That is actually pretty good. Well, no, I don't really want people blowing themselves up, though. That creates issues that can be difficult to clean up. Yeah, we're fine.
If I had a timepiece, I'd know. I'm gonna guess. What, 3? Yeah, about 3 more.
And people have like full-on weird little conversations with themselves all the time. That I understand. It's the poetry that's really confusing to me. Let's try this. There's a pretty good chance this will work. Alright. Dear Sir, we are pleased to inform you that the personal box registered with the Yun Jacoby joint account has been fitted with new locks as part of our routine annual security updates. You will each receive a new key to this box located in our private vault. Both keys are required to access it. Please contact me with any questions. Ah, man, both keys. I believe Undertaker, if it's the same as the first game, lets you move faster with bodies. Yeah. Probably stop it. Really? I can't close this? I feel like I should close it. Okay. Well, that's bad news. How did I miss this room? Well, okay. Apparently it wasn't a big deal that I had missed it. So I think we want to go out through the exit that leads to the club. Which was this door, I think? Because we have some business in that club. I wonder if you could take Shanyun. Well, we'd have to cross a loading barrier, so probably not. But I was wondering if you could take Shanyun's body out near the club, take his face, and then knock and see if they'll let you in. But his body is across a loading barrier from the club, so probably that won't work. Anyway, we found our way in. I would like to try to do, you know, more sneaky, nobody notices you, ghosty type stuff, but man, I'm bad at it. Also, I think these games give you some pretty entertaining tools to deal with havoc. If you never get into a chaotic situation in Dishonored, you are missing some of the fun, I think. Alright, now what was it that we were supposed to do in this bar? I know we had a couple of contracts. Alright, well that's an eyeless. Free bread. Is she alone in here? It does appear that she is. No, she is not. Huh. Okay, hold on a second. We picked up some kind of grenade. I don't know what it does. Can I look at my inventory and... So Deirdre's talisman is what lets us hear the rats. Okay. It looks like I can't just look at my inventory, right? And see what things are. Did I miss the tutorial about it, maybe? Because we get tutorials about everything we pick up. But no, in fact, it does not appear that there's a tutorial about this grenade. Well, I guess we're going to learn something today. Now, that's a normal grenade. Here we go. Explodes in a circular non-lethal blast. Okay, well the words on that seem pretty good. What do you think the odds are that I can just, like, bounce this off the wall and have it land where I need it to land? Oh, sorry, that's the wrong button. It does not seem to have worked.
Face your death! You really need some help over here!
Nope.
Now the void welcomes you.
I was about to say, ha, I have cover. But it turns out that flowers do not stop bullets. I've been playing too much XCOM, man. So that grenade didn't do anything at all, it looked like. I must have missed? Maybe it has a very, very small explosion area. Here, we'll take a death for science here and try to figure out exactly what it does. Because I was kind of assuming it was like a knockout grenade, but maybe it's not quite what I think it is. So let's just like... Whoa!
What? Where did you disappear to?
Whoa! Okay, hold on. We're gonna reload. That seemed like it was effective over a fairly large area. Alright, we're gonna try this again. I think we can do this. I must just have failed to throw it in there? I don't know how else I would do this. If we could lure her back a little bit so that she's not visible to those people, I could semblance her and then just walk through the room. I guess that would be the really stealthy thing to do. But I want to try this one more time. Well, I missed with the first throw there. Okay, it landed behind the chair and had absolutely no effect. So if there's any object seem to break the line of effect, which may explain what happened the first time we threw it. I think it probably hit the wall and didn't bounce. It's tricky because there's not really a way to moderate the force of your throw. You only have the one button that tosses the grenade. I can probably cook it a little bit, though. Alright, let's try that. Let's try cooking it a little bit, and we'll, Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have a look around. I just need some...
Oh, Jesus. What?
Let's not make this...
He kind of tripped over her. That bought me some time. Oh, what's up now? Oh, a feint. There we go. Well, listen. It wasn't my stealthiest entry of all time. But it's hard to say I didn't, get it done. The crazy thing is, nobody heard the grenade go off and shatter everything. But then when I gently set that woman down near a pane of glass, it shattered and brought the whole place down on my head. Seems a little bit insane. Wow, that was pretty valuable. It may be the case that I have the run of quite a large area now, though. Oh. Well, hello. You look like a fellow in need. What is being done exactly here? They're drawing his blood. Well, let's turn that off.
Now they'll know what it's like on the other side.
Oh, yeah, they were trying to... Yep. Well, that was a start. Do not adjust or reverse blood flow while customers are attached. To ensure the best sanguine infusion experience for Spectre customers, please follow instructions carefully. Make sure the dying donor is properly sedated. Attach tubes by pump. Turn on the blood pump. Make sure the sanguine infusion flows from donor to customer, not the other way around. Wait until the donor is dead to shut off the pump. Man. Sanguine infusions. Alright, so what were we supposed to do here? We were supposed to save this dude, take him to her cabin alongside the canal. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's him, right? That looks like him. Alright, I'm going to close that for now. We will come back and get him once I'm sure that the coast is clear. Ah, the donor room. Well, gee, who would have thought that they wouldn't keep tons of treasure alongside all the dead bodies? I'm being a little facetious, but honestly, that is like a total video game thing for somebody to do, right? Alright, what do we got here? Where's the next incriminating document? I'm not interested in these plague spirits. How did anybody get convinced that it was a good idea to drink that? Alright, we should definitely be stealthy out here, because there's a pretty decent chance that we have not, in fact, alerted everybody downstairs. And this would be a bad time to do it. Especially with me out of tools. Alright, we're also supposed to kidnap the bartender. I just, sort of just realized that I don't actually know what this place looks like on the inside. So this should be the ground floor, because we came in on the 3rd floor. There's a very good chance that anybody down here did not hear that ruckus upstairs. There's a lot of space and walls between... Oh, man. Am I allowed to be in here? No, I am not. Well, we could fix that, right? Let's go get a face. Man, I cannot wait until we get the silent movement upgrades and I can just stop being so slow everywhere. Okay, I don't want to take one of the messed up looking eyeless. All these guys are all eyeless. I was kind of thinking some of these might just be, you know, wealthy patrons who are enjoying a little infusion. Alright, well, let's grab this dude. Nondescript old guy. Seems like a pretty good disguise. Now, what am I doing? We have foresight. I keep thinking I need to actually be places to see things. Alright. Put him down right here. Yeah, I can just go take a peek like this. I wonder how long it's going to take me to get the hang of this. So we have 2, 3, 4 eyeless. And there's our man. Okay, there's nobody around the edges of the room. But 4 is a lot considering. Right, I'm out of... Okay, I have 1 hook mine. What are we gonna do? I mean, listen, I hate to resort to murder, but we might have to resort to murder. Because I need that money, because we need to buy upgrades at the next black market.
Something's off.
Yeah, you better go investigate. Ah, damn it. Stay back.
I'll paint my nails red with your blood.
Well, I was hoping that I was far enough back that I was pretty far away from her when she started her swing. I was hoping I was far enough back she would just hit him and not me as well. Yeah, I tried to grab that guy with semblance, but it did not work. I was too far away, I think, maybe. And probably you can't just grab people and semblance them once they are aware of you and are trying to kill you. I have a new plan. It's going to look a lot like the old plan, but it's not exactly the same. I am going to hag pearl that guy in the head again, but I'm going to back up a lot more. So is this... yeah, this is before. I had picked up stuff in here. Well, I don't think there was anything in here but some coins, right? Alright, I'm going to bounce a hag pearl off that guy's dome, and I'm going to retreat up the stairs. Let him walk as far in as he's going to walk, and if he comes out far enough, I might be able to get a drop on him. Drop assassinations are pretty effective.
Like that. I'm going to have a look around.
Okay, here we go, here we go. Come on, come on, come on. I think that'll do. I feel pretty good about that one. Alright. So that means there's 3 of them left in there, right? My hag pearl is also in here. Yep. So 3 people we might have to do something horrible to, and also the bartender, who I believe we are to deliver alive. I think that's the deal. And unfortunately my hag pearl's in there now. Well, we can make a distraction with just a normal bolt as well. I wonder if I shoot it like right here. Oh, they all came.
I don't like that.
Better
Better have a
search the
look.
place.
That's not ideal.
I didn't imagine that. Something's up.
Really not ideal.
Just when I thought I might relax a little.
Really, really not ideal.
Isn't that
Please don't
always
all
the
come up
way?
here. Come on, separate.
Just need to make sure.
Well, they're gonna find this dude.
What?
I don't know that it's necessarily meaningful that they found him, though. I just need them to not be walking all together. Oh, they're actually going to come all the way up here, aren't they? These people are
You know who you're dealing
too
with?
smart.
You're dead already.
No luck
one
so
here,
far.
apparently.
You guys should split up and look for the source of that, because that's the... How else are you going to find him? Definitely split up, go off by yourself, ignore any weird sounds you hear.
Is someone there?
What?
Well, that didn't work.
Let's hear how you die.
You die at the hands of a servant of the outsider. Such an honor. There's no
Ow.
excuse.
Okay, that guy's the bartender, right? I don't need to kill her. They're tough.
You should have stayed in your forest. What's going on here?
I definitely hit that one in the face with the wrist crossbow shot, and it did not kill her. Okay, so for some reason, hitting a guy with a hag pearl right in full view of everybody doesn't make a noise that is worth investigating. But firing my crossbow at the wall means they will never stop looking for me. Alright, hold on. Let's... Aha! Alright. I'm gonna put together a couple of bottles of ether over on the landing. This is the new plan. This is the best plan. I don't know why I didn't do this first. We'll just find a couple of bottles of chloroform. We will totally just gas the crap out of that room. Am I allowed to run? Yeah, okay. I can run without drawing suspicion up here. Statues are so weird. Maybe I'm alone in this, but I think horses are kind of creepy looking. It's sort of like a weird alien way. I can't believe people are down with like just being stared at by giant horse faces while they're trying to relax. Trying to relax and enjoy some of the literal blood of the poor. In a sense, I kind of respect that these guys are just actually gorging themselves on the bodies of the poor. There's a certain intellectual honesty to it that that I find sort of refreshing. I don't think it's especially more horrible than what people do in the real world. Okay, here we go. Now we have the upper hand. This is a really dumb plan. Okay, I'm gonna save the game real fast. Let's just do that. Okay, so they're standing sort of in groups. We might be able to get more than one at a time here. They're not coming after me. Oh. Alright, let's have a look at the situation. I really like this sort of like casing tool that we have here. So there's 3 left. I have 2 bottles. I certainly don't need 3 bottles, right? I can, I know I said I was going to take it easy on the marking, but it's a fine line between, like, it sort of invalidating the stealthiness of the stealth game because you can just do whatever you want and you have perfect information. And I think that the lack of perfect information is pretty interesting. It's one of the things that makes compelling decisions compelling.
It sounded like... What?
Oh, did I get them both with that? This stuff is basically magic. Howdy. I shouldn't stand in this. That just... just struck me. Okay, get some whalebone. That's probably not super comfortable. Alright, let's rob this place. Exclusive event, tonight only. Dramatic oration by Ludovicia in the main salon. Crystal cider, urban rum, okay. Private gathering in the Crimson Parlor for preferred patrons only. That might just be flavor text. I don't think that's useful to us at all. Huh. What do you think that does? I mean, there's a pretty good chance that it, like, sets off an alarm or something. Let's not touch it just yet. Speed is increased while running or walking, but you take more damage. Now, we're taking plenty of damage, thank you. Is there anything else worth stealing down here? No. I wonder if this is where all those guys were always trying to gather for cigars and brandy. Oh shoot, is it cigars and whiskey? I can't even remember anymore. It's been such a long time. I do feel like maybe the game music should stop when there's... Oh, what is that? Huh. How did she know something was up? Well, I don't have a stun bolt left. Okay. So I think what I want to do here is foresight, which will allow me to squeeze through this. Then I can place the marker right here. Actually, I should place the marker right here. Because I should try to go in when she's facing away. Cancel. Oh, she's looking this way. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do much about it. I think she knows I'm here. Come on. Turn and look at the bookcase. The door is breakable. We could probably just force the issue. But I'd prefer not to jump in there with her looking right at... Yeah, her back into the corner is really awkward. Because she's going to be able to swing her sword while I'm still sort of reorienting. And I'm just completely out of tools, right? Yeah. Oh, no, I have a hook mine. I'm not using my hook mine. This is too valuable. Oh, the guard. Yeah. The guy who checks when people knock. Hi, Mark. There wasn't really anywhere to hide. She just tried to shoot at me through the wall. Listen, I'm giving up on stealth. All pretenses of stealth. Okay. I can see this is going to be an issue, though. Whoa! Yep, that's right. I knew that was a thing. Well... Holy crap. I forgot about the telefragging. That's not... Well, I guess it couldn't happen to a nicer person. I am probably covered in viscera right now. Cabinet key. Well, that's interesting. Did I see a locked cabinet somewhere? I don't think I did, right? Maybe I was not thorough enough. Man, you try so hard to avoid just murdering everybody. And then, you know, these things happen. There's only one way out of this world. This is some very deep graffiti. I really appreciate how much thought the graffiti artists of this world put into their work. The other thing that's really great about it is how incredibly original it all is. So let's see here. Well, none of these are the locked cabinet, or at least if they were, it wouldn't matter. Cabinet key. Oh, I suppose this is locked. Okay, well, that was definitely worth the trouble of walking back up the stairs. Alright, let's do that thing we were supposed to do. Right, that was not... that door was closed for a reason. Come on, buddy. Alright, we're gonna need to mark... I don't know what the address was. Show me this. Okay, it's not far. I cannot believe I blew up that old woman. I feel fairly bad about it. I feel like pretty bad about it. Okay. So this is the tricky part. I can't peek the door. This is going to be the really tricky part then.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
Alright, we just have to get outside, over here to the side, and then up.
We're playing dice tonight. You in?
It's actually pretty hard to see up onto the balcony from directly below the balcony. Okay, here we go. Oh no, is it through the... Okay, we'll cross the street. We'll try going up this way. I'm a little nervous about where this is going to end up being, because we are not totally clear everywhere, and we're like pretty conspicuous while carrying people. Also, I mean the arm. But in addition, the thing I'm carrying with the arm. I think we're going to be okay. But those people... Yep, those people who are watching the mine came back, have not noticed that the mine is not there. I'm trying to very, very gingerly walk off of this thing I'm on onto the awning. There we go. Okay, and it's over there somewhere. I have to say, I really like not having to worry about spellcasting resource. Makes things a lot easier. Okay. Hi, guys. Yeah, okay. We just gotta make sure that we close the door with the rats outside. I'm stealing your food, though. Okay, job done. Now, where was I supposed to take the bartender to? Stash him in the crate I left on the rooftops near the Red Camellia. Okay. Seems easy enough. You know what? We've earned a little bit of easy with all of our extremely good high-level play. I can just see now the supercut of me saying at the beginning that I was playing on the high difficulty because I'm extremely skilled, and then all of the things that I've done recently to prove that that is not correct. Well, listen, you can't deny that the stuff works, though, right?
Sanitation committee chair.
Okay. I don't know if it was clear from the camera there, but I was definitely falling off that balcony. I could very easily have died there. Yeah, I don't know what the value is of that. I can't believe it's a black bone charm that lets you one-tap quick teleport, because you can just double-tap right and it already does that. Okay, so it was this guy, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's check the photo. Okay, yep. Bald and ugly describes pretty much everybody, but he has a very distinct gray coat. At most distinctive and certain of colors, gray. Surely no two men in this city own a gray coat. Can you even imagine? Can you imagine how embarrassed they would be if they showed up at the same party? So the Red Camellia is like pretty far away, isn't it? It's way back at the entrance to the area. Let's go ahead and throw that marker up real quick. Oh, it's not that far. Oh, this is the roof of the Red Camellia, right. There's been a significant vertical element to this level. I accidentally fell in the crate. Well, okay, that'll do. Now, hopefully that black market dude doesn't have to be conscious for us to get our payment. And hey, how about we do the actual mission objective now? Let's go visit Dr. Jacoby. Wait, was he a doctor? Am I making that up? Also, I don't think I've been in here. What do you think it's like to have a closed office on like the 4th story of a building? You leave the windows open, and you come back and you find that somebody ate your entire lunch. Door's still locked and everything. I'll tell you what, that would shake my very faith in humanity. Okay, Jacoby's office is out there. Uh-oh. Okay, that actually works out in our favor. Now that that guy has moved from his position, we can use this this awning.
Better have a look. Alright, here we go.
I think that's... Yep, this is the window that leads us through. Awesome. Oh man, I've been through this little thing like a whole bunch of times. I didn't even realize these cabinets were here. Can you imagine my embarrassment if I'd left all this whale oil?
Banaka Gazette, the latest news from around the aisles.
So that's it right there, huh? Yeah, see, like that. Easy. Alright, so I want to put my...
Of course I...
There we go.
What does he think? I'm stupid?
I am tired of all this. I pay good money to make sure things like this don't happen.
Alright, no servants in the entryway. In fact, wait a second, have we been in here? I've been in so many of these little narrow buildings with just the stairway up and just the one open apartment. No, I have to imagine if I had been in here, all these would be open already. The fact that I have not yet been in here, however, means that it's not yet safe. Alright, if I panic, I can throw a hook mine real fast. What is this? I'm out speaking against regraving at Calibron Plaza today, so I won't be in my office. Please ask Eloise for assistance in my stead.
Calibron Plaza, huh? I should pay Ivan Jacoby a visit.
Yeah, but I should also break into his apartment, right? Like... Well, I guess maybe there's not a way to do that easily. Here, let's not have that be the live item in my hand, because I'm afraid I will accidentally throw my hook mine. Although I guess you can just retrieve them if they don't go off.
Something stinks around here. That's not my job to clean up.
Ah, crap. This is not totally ideal. There we go. Yeah, this is like, really, this is the essence of Dishonored to me, is sort of this like mobility, finding your way around things.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Shit, that's a dead end.
You aren't going anywhere. I'm back here.
Make sure that trapdoor stays closed. I don't want to fall through in the middle of my speech. You heard me.
Oh.
Let him go! I'll be wiping.
Ah, crap. Well, I was trying to run through, but I got stuck on one of them. Those dudes are too broad. Okay, so I fell right in front of somebody. I was kind of hoping that there would be a little wraparound behind the stairs, and I could pull that guy over there and take advantage of his foolishness. But instead, as always, it was my foolishness that was taken advantage of. Oh, really? Okay.
We should rent another boat sometimes.
Ow! Wait, can you get through over here? I think I've turned myself around a little bit with rapid teleportation. Yeah, this is the way I want to go. This is a better way than the way I went last time.
I know all my letters and then some.
Okay, let's re-loot this place, grab the note again, and get on with it. Okay. How am I going to get anything out of this guy if he's preparing to give a speech in a public
Plaza,
place?
huh? I should pay Ivan Jacoby a visit.
Alright. Now, before we jump down, I'm going to real quick go look at the controls and figure out what the quick save button is. It's probably F5. If I was running the show here, it'd be F5. And it turns out I am, and also it is F5 already. Okay. I must have just missed last time. They don't want to talk to me while they're running places.
Make sure that trapdoor stays closed. I don't want to fall through in the middle of my speech.
You heard, Mr. J.
Okay, so there's a trapdoor. Interesting. So at some point during his speech, he's going to drop through this trapdoor. How do I be down here already? Aha. Okay.
The damn trapdoor already.
Yes, sir.
Scouting.
Citizens
Billie
of
Lurk's
Karnaca,
a pretty good
I'm
character.
here today to demand the repeal of the Reappropriation of Abandoned Burials and Grave Sites Act. Regraving disrespects the deceased and shames the living. Would you want your loved ones to...
That's what regraving is? That's a weird bill for somebody to say they support. I wonder what the motivation is for that.
disrespects the deceased and shames the... Billie. Graving disrespects the deceased and shames... Where's Winstead with those papers? My house TV gets here, so
This is awkward.
filthy. Regraving. Terrible thing. Regraving. Wait. I think I have it. Citizens of Karnaca, we're here today to speak for those whose voices are gone from us.
Interesting.
Every time we destroy a grave and erase a name from our cemeteries, a silent scream resounds through the void. Would you want your loved ones... No, that's not it either. Perhaps I should start my story about Martin Malaro's threadbare shroud. Tearjerker, that one. Hit everyone in a sympathetic mood. Or maybe that joke about the false
I
teeth.
might be able to sneak through here.
They're too risky. The audience might think it's in poor taste. Or that spooky story.
Okay.
Knocker at the window.
Okay.
Deliciously sinister. Now,
Would you guys...
thinking.
Man.
Citizens...
Did I do something to upset the rat community?
No.
They never want to chill out and just have a chat anymore. Okay, so... There were 2 guards down here, is that right? Oh, this is interesting. So no, it looks like actually just 1. And he's not really paying attention.
Dear citizens of Karnaca, beloved citizens of Karnaca.
Anyone here?
How many
Show
more
yourself.
hours of this?
More bad
If
things.
I had a timepiece, I'd know.
The dead are
I'm gonna guess.
being moved.
What, 3?
Man, it did not take long at all for him to notice me. Let's just give in and do this.
That might scare the audience. Citizens of Karnaka, I'm here today to demand the repeal of the Reappropriation of Abandoned Burials and Grave Sites Act. Regraving disrespects the deceased and shames the living. Would you want your loved ones to...
Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure I made it out.
Regraving disrespects the deceased and shames the...
Alright, he didn't quite see me.
Regraving disrespects the deceased and shames... Where's Winstead with those papers? I should give him my house key when he gets here so he can bring me another coat. This one's filthy. Regraving. Regraving. Terrible thing. Regraving. I think I have it. Citizens of Karnaka, we're here today to speak for those whose voices are gone from us. Every time we destroy a grave and erase a name from our cemeteries, a silent scream resounds through the void. Would you want your loved ones... No, that's not it either. Perhaps I should...
That looks relatively comfortable.
Shroud. Everyone in a sympathetic mood.
Man, everybody is so alert to footstep sounds.
The dead are too risky. The audience might think it's in poor taste. Or that's...
Like, there was a guy whose job it was to be down here looking around for stuff. Why would they freak out that they heard footsteps downstairs?
The knocker at the window.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
This won't take long.
Okay, they for sure. I'm gonna just reload from that quick save. They 100% for sure saw me through the floor there. There was a guy upstairs who saw me through the floor, I think. That's gonna make sneaking difficult. Yeah, it's crazy that they would react so violently to footstep sounds, though, because they know there's a guy down there. He was walking. We saw him walking back and forth. They didn't have anything to say about that. Alright. Well, we can do this same stuff again real fast here.
Make sure that trapdoor stays closed. I don't want to fall through in the middle of...
What on earth?
You asked for it.
Alright. Well, that did not exactly teleport me to where the marker was when I let go of the button. At least where it looked like it was. It's a little bit fiddly. Like having to foresight and then place the marker and then port to the marker. It's like it's not a, terribly complex process, but it's a little involved controls wise, and I do wish that Displace was a little bit better about getting up on stuff. Especially since, come on, it's Dishonored. They've got to know getting up on stuff is what you're going to be doing. Always.
You heard Mr. Jacob. Close the damn trapdoor already.
Yes, sir. Citizens of Karnaka.
Alright, I'm pretty sure this is good. This is a smart thing to do.
Reappropriation of Abandoned Burials and Grave Sites Act. Regraving disrespects the deceased and shames the living. Would you want your loved ones to... no, that's not it.
Alright.
Regraving disrespects
Quick save.
the deceased and shames the... no more feeling. Regraving disrespects the deceased.
We got slightly spotted by the guard overlooking the stairs there. But I don't think it's going to be a problem.
There's Winstead with those papers. Give him my house key when he gets here. So
He's probably just going to go back to his position.
Regraving. Terrible thing. Regraving.
Nope, he's actually coming down here.
I think I have it. Citizens of Karnaka, we're here to
Maybe
speak for those
he
whose voices
normally
are gone from
patrols
us.
and I just
Every time we destroy
got
a grave
lucky at
and
first
erase a name
with him
from
not coming down.
cemeteries, a silent scream resounds through the void. Would you want your loved ones?
I hate this wool.
No, that's not
It
it
itches
either.
like mad.
Perhaps I should.
Can't I wear my
story
regular
about Lord
clothes?
Morrow's threadbare shroud. Tearjerker, that one.
Okay, he needs to
Sympathetic mood.
buzz off.
Maybe
What is
that
going
joke
on
about
here?
the false teeth. No, scratch that. Jokes about the dead are too risky. The audience might think it's in poor taste. Or that spooky story. The knocker at the
Okay.
window.
When this guy leaves, we're grabbing that guy, and then I don't know what.
Citizens
It seems to
of
me like
Karnaca.
pulling the trap door is probably a pretty
Dear
bad
citizens
move.
of Karnaca.
Everybody upstairs will know what happened
Citizens of
immediately.
Karnaca. Ah. I even think the dead.
Man, I wish I had another one of those stun
dead
grenades.
are being moved. The wandering spirits are watching us, citizens of Karnaca. Oh, that might scare
Are they just gonna hang out down here forever now
Citizens
together?
of Karnaca, I'm here
Well,
today
at least
to
we
demand
created
your
a
repeal
long-lasting
of the
friendship.
Reappropriation of Abandoned Burials and Grave Sites Act, regraving disrespect to
Also,
the deceased
man,
and shames
that
the
guy,
living.
it sounds like he's
You want your
right
loved
here,
ones
right
to-
on top of us, always.
No, that's not it.
Okay,
Graven
finally.
disrespects the deceased and shames the no, more
Come on.
clearly.
Get
Graven
moving.
disrespects the deceased and shames.
Weapon smelling?
Where's
Maybe my
Winston
teeth are
with his
due for the monthly
papers?
cleaning.
Should give him my house key when he gets here so he can bring me another
Really?
coat. It's filthy. Graving. Graving.
Won't you
Terrible thing.
marry me?
Graving.
12 weeks have I
I think I have it.
All right,
Citizens
go back
of
upstairs.
Karnaca, we're here today to speak for those whose voices are gone from us. Every time we destroy a grave and erase
To
the
be
name
perfectly
from our
honest, if he goes back
cemeteries,
upstairs,
a silent
it's
scream
still gonna
resounds through
feel
the
pretty
void.
unsafe to go after
You
this
want
dude.
your loved ones.
Okay.
No, that's not it either.
It is completely insane that happened. That whole thing, him coming down here, like this 3.5 minutes of him just walking around staring at walls, is because he kind of half saw me for a frame.
Jokes about the
It's
dead
nuts,
are
man.
risky. The audience might think it's in poor
Oh.
taste. Or that spooky story. The knocker at the window. Deliciously
Okay.
Sinister.
Wait till he puts on those
No.
boots.
I'm pretty sure it was not possible to sneak up on him from there.
Of Karnaca. No. Dear
But
citizens
disturbing
of
him
Karnaca,
makes him start
beloved
walking into this room for some
citizens
reason,
of Karnaca,
instead of checking out what happened.
I even
feel so
think
bad. Haven't seen
the
the
dead.
kids in 2 years.
the dead are being
Okay,
moved.
so we just have to be
The
crouching
wandering
at all
spirits are
times.
watching us, citizens
Always,
of
always,
Karnaca.
always. If I ever stand up for even a second, I am going to get
Citizens
caught.
of... I'm afraid you can't be here.
Nothing here? Let's have a look around.
Really, everybody's freaking out because of that. Alright, have the guards... Yep, they're coming down the stairs. Alright, well, I think we've found ourselves another situation where, due to incredible guard oversensitivity, we are going to have to defeat actually every person in the area.
You can't stay hidden forever.
Something moved. Pretty sure.
Alright, let's get in here. Wait for her to pass, and then grab her. Yeah, it's ridiculous how sensitive these guards are to things that they should only really very barely be aware of. Alright. So let's duck in here. Whatever, good enough. What did that accomplish? I like never ever use my rewire tools, so I'm always eager to find an opportunity. Is that's not him, because I didn't mark him. Oh, well, we have someone coming down here.
There ain't enough coins in the world to make it work. Could swear I saw some.
What? We need to find something.
I can't believe he's so sharp and so alert when it comes to hearing me or seeing me at all. But he walked fully into the room where this guy is just hanging from the roof right in front of his face. And he was like, huh, what's going on in here? Alright, well, this is the last of the guards. It's a little silly that we had to go to these extremes. But you know what? If it gets the job done, I suppose I can't complain too much about it.
Hello? Any?
Okay. This is probably not really the way that you're intended to do this. But now it's just us and Jacoby. So where's he at right now? Oh, interesting. There's a black bone charm up here. That's a worker. Where the hell? He left the area. Okay, well. Oh, I see. I turned off the alarm. Or rather, I hacked the alarm so that if they try to turn it on, bad things will happen. Why does just everybody have black bone charms all over the place? When using Displace, an alternate Billy appears at your previous location, distracting enemies. I should hope that that only happens if you're not currently unseen. Let's do this. I'm gonna get it so it's just me and him. Hey, how you doing? Hi. I guess we're allowed to be here?
This time, I'll end.
Oh! Well, that right there is reflexes at work. I can't believe he just waited for me to put my sword away and then drew down on me. Okay, yes, we know all about his speech. Wait, hold on. There was something at the end of that. There was something at the end of that wasn't just speech. Set reservation at Calibran Plaza. Done. Winstead, coat from Taylor. No. Okay. Nope. Nothing important. So, let's get back to his office. Wait, what's the safest way to do this? We're probably not going to be able to go up around. But I know that there's a guard out here, don't I? Yeah. I wonder if I set... Okay. If I set a marker right there, I might be able to get to a place where I can see that without being in vision of the guard. Yeah, okay. Man, foresight is very valuable. I do still feel like the marking is sort of taking the easy way out.
Forget about that kiss.
Okay, here we go. Now we're all set to make some progress, but of course, this is the point where we're going to have to stop for today. So I hope you guys are still enjoying watching me flail around and eventually get things right only thanks to my incredible superpowers. Come back next time for some more of that, and hey, maybe we'll actually find that knife. And we'll see you then.